Hey everybody, sorry I'm late again today, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Okay, so I'm up here. Hey, we are going to work on, get out of the way there, shakers today. So, this is why I keep my shakers in, that I pre-make. And I'll show you them, some of them. I'll show you all that I have pre-made. Oops. So, let's set that off to the side. These are some that I have made. This was a tag that I made. I thought it was so pretty. Look, there's a butterfly in there. Kinds of goodies. And then I just encased it in plastic. Added the shaker stuff. Isn't that pretty? I think this was from a greeting card. I think that's what that was from. So that's that one tag. This is another tag that I made. Now this has the backing is the tag. So we just put plastic over the front and then we sewed around it and added the eyelet or grommet or whatever you call it. That's that one. I think that's napkin. Yeah, that's napkin on top of a layaway tag. So we did that one. And here's another one. It's encased totally. But this one you could write on the back if you wanted to. But this is a napkin on top of paper. And we added shaker stuff too. On top of book page. So we did that one. Those are 3 tags. This is totally encased. It's just a picture or a piece of ephemera. And I totally encased it. Paris or Eiffel Tower. We added our shaker stuff. And then we added 2 grommets so we could hang it from a page if we wanted to. Tie a bow here. That's why we did that. This is totally encased. This is one of those stickers. I don't know how to explain them. That you get, like him. And I put 1/2 the inside of the sticker in here, the inside pieces. And this is the outside pieces. So we just double dipped here. We got stuff on both sides. But I would put a grommet on it, because once you put the grommet in there, nothing could get around it. Or do like the others, just slide it in a pocket in a journal. This is totally encased. And it is what do they call them? It's the outer space, I'm so funny. Anyway, it's got stars and moons and stuff because it's the night sky. And yeah, so that's that. This one, we're getting littler here. This one is a birdhouse. This is just a picture from a book. And I totally encased it and then added the little orange stuff. This is one I made from an octagon. It's nothing, there's no picture in it. It's just flowers, and I don't think there's a bee in there. I could put a bee in there. That's just so cute. Yeah, with a little thing there. Now these 2 are little mason jar pictures, totally encased. And this one, we have a bug in there. It's so cute. Look. And this one, we have ladybugs. Look, all mason jars. Then we have those. Get those out of the way. And then we have these that are different. This is left marks. This is seashore or seashells, and we got flamingos and seahorses and shells and stuff. And then on the back, I added a paper clip, so it'll paper clip on a page like this. I'll don't do it on there. Just paper clips on. Same way with this one. These are paper clips. This is a little beehive that I encased with the paper clip. This is an apple tree picture, which is so cute. I added apples and beads. And these are just sewn around. This one was sewn around. And then this picture I made into, this is the first time I tried it without putting paper on. So we did that. Picture of her. So you don't need one of those machines. You can sew around them like this one was sewn around, as you can see. These are using the machine, or the tool, not the machine. I prefer sewing around them because it's just easier than using the tool. Here's the tool. Here's the fuse tool. But do I want to use it? No. I'm just going to sew around mine. I'll show you how to use it though. So let's get it out. And plug her in just so I could show you how to use it. If you have one. Why they give you this stuff, I have no idea. They give you this little stand that's got sticky on it. And they give you two little things here. They give you this circle thing. It's got little notches on it. And then they give you this one. It's a pointy one. I don't know why they give you this one. Probably. Oh, you could do it right directly on a page. It says. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to plug it in. I'm going to plug it in. Let it get hot. Let's set it right. Oh, there. So we're just going to let it heat up. It has no on and off switch, so. Hold on. Okay, so it's sitting there, heating up. They give you this so you could use it to scroll down. I don't know why. Anyway, I got some pictures out here. I love this. I'm going to try a round one today. So what I want to do, this is from a greeting card. This is so stinking pretty. I want to try a round one. And I wonder if I could just, no. Let's try it. Let's try this round one first. Let's try the round one first, you guys. You can use anything. You can use any of your ephemera. Like this was a Tim Holtz piece, wasn't it? Take this, go around it. Okay, the plastic I use is anything plastic. Okay, these were made a while back. This is from one of these. This here, this is from one of these. Cut them up. Where's the top? Oh, this is the top, sorry. What I do is I cut them up into little squares. Look, I use one of them. But you could take your pictures, stick them in there, and then just sew around them. Leave the top open, and then you add your stuff and then sew back around that, or use your tool. What I did on this one was I cut around it. So you have your 3 sides already tacked together. So all you would have to worry about is your top. This would be too short or too long. I wouldn't use this piece. But I could use it on this if I wanted to. Okay, put it in here, go over to the sewing machine, sew around the edges, leave a small opening, and then cut around. After I sew it, cut what I don't want off, and then I'd have a shaker. But I'd have to cover this back. Anyway, that's what you could use these. That's those. These are pre-made ones. Hold on. I have a little 4-sheeter here. You can use that one. You can use these sheet protectors like this. Cut them up. You have 2 sheets of plastic. This is thinner. This is really thin. But if you're going to use, you know, stuff that pokes, like in some of these that I did, get the rubber band out of the way. You know, if you're going to use anything that's going to poke out, make little marks, I'd use a heavier plastic, and these are heavier plastic. But I'd cut them up and clean them off because they have a coating on them, and you'd have to use some Windex or something to clean them. So I'm going to cut this apart. I'll show you. I'm going to leave one side together. So we're going to cut this off. I'm going to cut it off right here because it's textured up to there. You can see it's got texture in it right there. So we don't want this. And we're going to cut the edges off that are, yeah, this is much thicker plastic. then what? And you could buy the sheets and stuff from We Are Memory Makers. It's still there. I just got to cut them all off because that's a We Are Memory Makers tool. So, yeah. So if I wanted to use this one, I would take it. I have 2 sheets here. So I'm going to take this to make sure it's clean. I got some Windex here. I'm going to clean both sides of it because some of this stuff has an oil on it. But if you buy the normal sheets from We Are Memory Maker, Memory Keepers, whatever, Makers, Keepers, get rid of this thing. So we're going to do both sides of it. Make sure it's clean and dry. Hold on. There we go. And then you'll just want to cut your stuff to size. So if I want to use this on here, first thing I'm going to do is not the circle. Excuse me, sorry, I've had stomach issues today. There's something, do I want to use one of those? See, I even got magazine pictures. I really would love to do this. Like Kool-Aid. I love it. I wonder if I could cut the 5 cents off and add it up here further. And then this has a straw that sticks up. But I wouldn't have to use the straw. I love this. Let me try this. Let's see. Oh, we could glue it on there like that. That is so stinking cute. Guess what? We're going to do it. We're going to go right on there. And we're going to have a Kool-Aid. A Kool-Aid shaker. It's going to stick out just a little bit. And we want to make sure we glue it down good because we don't want to get shaker elements behind it. Right? So we want to make sure it's down. Then I am going to Instead of cutting this plastic, excuse me, pardon me, I'm going to use this here that has the 3 sides already done. No, I'm not. We're going to cut one here because I want to show you how it's done. We're going to cut one here. So we're just going to cut a piece a little bit bigger than what we need. Go ahead and cut a strip. And of course, you'd like to make a straight line, but you know, who can cut a straight line? Not me. So we're going to take, try to straighten it out. And we're going to cut 2 pieces that would be big enough. Okay, go ahead. I'm not going anywhere. And this is the thicker stuff, so we got 2 pieces, and what I want to do is make sure they're clean. Okay, and then I'm going to remove the hair, put this in here like this. First, I want to cover the back of this. So we're going to cover it with a piece of paper. Get a piece out here. We're just going to glue it down on there because we want it covered up. Make sure there's nothing on that side. Okay. We're going to cut around it. Picking out the stuff to put inside the shakers is what's fun. So if you have a sewing machine, you don't need to use a tool. But if you don't have a tool, use a sewing machine. Hopefully you have a sewing machine. Or, I suppose, you could, I wonder if you could glue them. So we got that cut around. Now there's the back of it. We're going to take it and we're just going to put a little drop of glue on here. To glue it down to that plastic. I don't think you could glue around them. I really don't think so. And then we're going to take this one on top. Lay it on top. What is this? Some on here. Hold on. Oops, Drop it on the floor. Yeah, you gotta make sure you get all that icky stuff off your plastic if you're going to use some that's not. And then make sure it's dry. Lay this on the front. Lift your paper towel up. We're going to use the tool. I'll show you how to use it. Huh. This is the tool, and it's been heating up. And what you're going to do is you're going to try to hold it so it rolls. And you're going to hold it, start here on the edge, and you're going to slowly go across the edge. Try to keep a straight edge. But you can use that tool if you need to. You just want to slowly go across it. See, now it's done. It kind of melts it. If you can see it. Kind of melts it together. But you don't want to stay too long because you'll melt them, you know. So it's melted. And then you could use this tool to keep a straight line. Let's say we want to go up the side here. So you could go up the side and just go in that little groove there. So you're going to start off and then you're going to go in to the groove here. And it doesn't want to go smoothly, so you might have to go back over it one more time. But it keeps it in a straight line. Now if you look there, see, it went through the top one, but it didn't go through the bottom. So you gotta go at a slower pace so you could get it fused together. See, now it's fused together. And then we'll do the other side. So let's try it again with this thing. That's why I didn't use this thing before, because it makes you want to, it kind of notches. I don't know what gets stuck. So when you get on there, go at a slower pace. You can hear it rubbing up against the edge. Wow, was that close? So then you take something like your bone folder, stick it in the little slot in the top. See, it comes apart there. So you have to go back through. You got to check and make sure it's all sealed, because you don't want any holes. For your stuff to fall out. You know what I mean? So whatever you put in there, see, that didn't even stay. So there's that. We are going to go ahead and put some shaker stuff in this. No, we're not. We're going to take it out of there because I don't like it. because I'm crooked. So I'm going to get rid of that. But that's how you do that. I'm going to use this one. And we're not going to glue it in. We're going to stick it in here. We're going to use this pre-made one. And we're going to use the bottom as a, I'll show you, as part of the thing. You want to leave some room around the edges. Now I'm going to turn around and I'm going to sew around it. I'll sew around the two sides. Now I'm going to sew around the three sides and leave the top open. And then I'll show you. Hold on. You can hear me in the background. We're going to sew around it. Okay, I'm going to turn it. Okay, so then if you look, we've sewn around three sides. Okay, so then what I want to do is cut these strings off. Pick out some stuff. Cut those edges off that are sealed. Oh, brother, Lisa. I wish I could just cut a straight line. Doesn't have to be perfect, I guess. So then you're going to take your bone folder. I'll show you. It's sealed all the way around because you sewed around it. Okay? Get rid of these pieces. Now, you get to pick what you want to put in there. I put these in here. And I have tons of stuff, you guys. I mean, tons. These are little flowers and leaves. Oh, look at mushrooms. It's like a fall color thing. That's Christmas. This is butterflies, candy, hearts. We should put some hearts in there because we heart Kool-Aid. There's bear faces, there's leaves, there's flowers, several different kinds of flowers. Then we have these things. These are cool. What are those? Cupcakes. Well, we got green and red Kool-Aid. Or, see, oh, look at the green. Some red circles. I want something that's tiny. Ooh, look, you guys, we can use these fruit slices. Let's use some of these. You think some of these? Use fruits, yes. I think fruits. And then you get into your micro beads. So we have tons of little micro beads. Or these little tiny beads things. But these are the little, I think we'll put some pink. Should we use some pink or clear? These are little glass beads. I think we'll use some clear and some fruit. That ain't all we have. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. We don't want a ton of them. And we want them on the front. Okay, hold on. I think some fell behind. Yep. I'm sure there'll be some get behind there. Anyway, there's our little fruitsies because it's not going to be as big. And then we take a few of these. Let's get these off this. And I would love to make this into a paper clip because I just think it would be the coolest ever. Hold it open and add a few. Ooh, way too many. Then you could just take your piece out. And stick it behind everything. Still think there's too many. Yeah, that's plenty. Oh, I heard it hit the floor. Hold on. Then we're going to sew the top shut. Which is adorable. Love it. Hold on. We're going to sew the top shut. Hold on. I'll be right back. So stinking cute. Oh my goodness. It's sealed shut. We used reverse to lock the stitches. We're going to cut this top off. the extra anyway. Oh, Lordy. Come on. Thank you. Got glue on my scissors. I'm not cutting right. Look. Look at that. That is so adorable. I love it. Now, if we wanted to make a paper clip, we could do this. Let me get a piece of this. I would do it with this. I would take and draw around this to get my size and just cut a piece out inside the lines here, which I want to make this a paper clip. So I'm still going to cut it down just a hair. Now, I would take this. Oops. Oops, oops. Look, we got a loose one. Make sure you close your stuff up. And I think you could glue this on the back, but then we need a paper clip. Use a little one or a big one. It's a little one. Choose a bigger one. Take the paper clip and we put the paper clip on there like that. And the little on the inside. And then I think we just glue it. I think we're going to use this extra Forte glue. And we're going to put glue all in and around this. I think this is how I did it. Now, let's get some clips. Make sure you clip it down. There, make sure you clip it down. And then just let it dry for a few minutes. Okay, so there's that one. Now we're going to do the butterfly one. You can make tons of different sizes. You can make, well, let's do this one. Let's do one like this. What do you want to do? Do you want to do, let's make a big one. We could do, I thought I had a B one. This one or this one. Well, let's look and see what we got. Hold on, you guys. We've got tons of these things. Let's try one of these. Oh my goodness. You know all the ephemera they give you that you could cut out? We have tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of this stuff. Oop, rubber band is bad. Look, we could do something like this. These I made into little booklets. What are what from? These? Or this is magazine. The Kool-Aid one is from a magazine, an old magazine. These are just from ephemera sheets from, I can't remember what company made them. But you could get tons. You could use any of these. Look at this. You could just do any of them as shakers. They're just adorbs. Look at the windows. Look at the window there. I can't remember. I got them off of, geez. I can't remember who. Marianne Hobbs, was it? These are from Marianne Hobbs when I bought them a long time ago. They were you could buy them by the sheet. She had them. I love this one. This one's so pretty. I love that one. And then see, you don't have to do anything to the back because they're all already covered. I can't remember what company they are. I love the picnic basket. Oh, look at that one. I need to do that one. See, I just love these. Look at the cat. I don't remember. I love the cat and the teacups. Yeah, so you can make tons and tons. Look at this one. These girls. Perfume bottle. Oh, wouldn't that be pretty? Look. Oh, dress. That's beautiful. Another perfume bottle. Yeah, I just use any of these. Love the green. I love that dress. So, but I wanted to try that circle too. So I wanted to do a circle too. So let's see what's in these. See if we want to look at these. Oh, these are cute. I'm pretty digis and working on my collab projects. Oh, those cats are cute. Yeah, these are probably something Maddie would have. You could buy by the sheet. Look at the letters. Oh, that would be so cool for a journal. Look at that. The letters. A typewriter. Ah, that's so pretty. You could take anything you want and make a shaker out of it. I don't know, which one do you like better? You like this one or this one? I think I like the one with the feather. the quill pen feather. Yeah, you could use digis. You could use anything you want. These are all cardstock, right? These would be great for travel one. Doors. Nah. These are cute. Some of these are cute. I see there's that one. Those are cute. You could do recipe shaker. Oh, those would be cute for a cookbook or a recipe or a kitchen or... Yeah, so I just got 3 out there. But they go in here. And then I have whatever those are, bird cages, birds. Yeah. Oh, here they are. Here's the I don't think I kept the... I kept the little words down there. There's the strips off the bottom. But I didn't keep the company name. Yeah, I had like 50 sheets of these things. Thought, well, might as well just use them, get them cut up. Use them for something. So they're all cut up. Some of them I saved like 2 to make little booklets. On the backs and the ends. I cut 2. Okay, let's get them in there. Yeah. And this is one of those. I'll show you this. You could use something like this. This is that collector's thing I got from Maddie. You could use this and use... They're just little printed receipt or invoices. Like, you use something like this if you wanted to use it in an older journal. And then yeah, you could just about use anything you want, you guys. So let's take one of these. Let's take this one and we'll do it with the tool. It's so pretty. Let's see if this is stuck. Oh yeah. Okay, it's stuck down now. Now I have a paper clip to use in a journal. Look, so stinking cute. I love it. Okay, there's that one. Let's use this one. Jeez. And no, this one. Duh. And let's make our own. Okay. We'll do our own. We don't have to put anything on the back because it's got that on there. So let's use the ruler so we can get a straight line. And just cut it. And then we'll cut it again. You want to make it bigger than what you need. We'll use a tool this time. So we're going to put it in there and have these two pieces there. And then I am just going to hold it down like this. Here's my edge of my thing so I can see it. I'm just going to hold it down and then just go up the side here. I'm not going to use that silly tool thing they have. Just going to go slowly up the side here. Try to stay in a straight line. Try. The operative word is try. Okay? So we didn't get through to the back, so we need to go over it again. Because I can't fill it on the back. So you want to give it, it depends on your thickness of your plastic you're using too. So I think it's sealed. You just want to check along the edge and make sure it's sealed. It is. Turn it over that way. Make sure your stuff, there's no stuff inside there. Push it up against that edge. Then I'm just going to try to do this without a roller. Oops, stay on there, Lisa. You don't want to get too close to your, oh geez, stay in a line at least. Halfway decent one. Really, you want to use a roller or something. So you want to check the edges. And I don't like it right there, so I'm going to go back over this right here. Yeah, it's sealed. So then I'm going to use this. I needed a drink. Hold on. Now we're going to do the bottom. Come on, Lisa. Go all the way across. You might want to use your tool if you don't think you can do a straight line. I probably want to use my tool because I can't do a straight line. Let's see if this is stuck. So I don't see it poking through. Let's see that it's stuck there. Okay, so then we're going to add our stuff. I'll pick out our stuff that we want to put in it. And I'll show you some other, oops, let's put this. Leave those out. We have, these are our beads. Set them over there. But we also have tons of other stuff, you guys. These are seed beads. A lot of them. Those are, but we have tons of stuff. These are letters. See, we can use those on the letter thing. Hold on. Then we have this case. That's all it is. So we're not Angela, that's Kelly. Yeah, she hasn't been on. She hasn't come on with me. She hasn't asked to come on. I don't know when she's planning on coming on. When you planning on coming back on with me, Kim? And then all of these. So we even have little glasses, you guys. Look. And these are little things. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. So we need to pick out something that we want to use. So what are we using it on? This. So we could do berries, drinks. We could use red, blue, yellow, green. Ooh, so pretty. We're going to wait till we seal it and then we'll cut all the edges out even. So I don't think I want nothing in here. Don't think so. So I think I want to use some stuff that's in here. And then blues. We should have some little itty bitty blues here. Blues and yellows would be prettier. There's flowers that are blue. Oh, those are cute. I don't think I've ever used any of these little square ones. Look. See those? Should we use a couple of those? I think so. So we got a few of those in there. Let's use, I love these yellow ones. These the same. Yeah. I want to use a couple yellows. These are just round ones to bring the yellow out. Here's Kateri. She gets to pick out one. I think we're going to put some grommets on this one. I think I want a few more yellows. I don't want to put red in here because I don't want it red and blue. So, and then we'll use some clear or white. Is there smaller ones? Look at these. I love these things. These are assorted sizes. Yep. And then we'll get some beads. You're going to close. Then we'll get some seed beads because I don't see any. It's assorted colors. Those. Should we put a few of those in here? What do you think? I don't think so. It's got orange and yeah. Yeah. I like this. I think I just want to put white ones in again. I should put some more blue. I want some more blue. Not those. Those are super bright. A different shape of blue. And then we'll just use the clear. Yeah, I want some more blue. Smaller. These here. Oh my goodness. We used coffee grounds as one of our, as a shaker. That's so pretty. Okay, now let's add our others. And then we'll be done with this one. Add some of these. Not too many. That's pink, man. I think that's plenty. Yeah, that's plenty. Now we're going to seal it up with this. Make sure it's down there. Try to make it across the top. Should we try to glue one? I didn't want to do it on this side. I wanted to do it on the back side. So we need to go over here because I could see it. It's not done. Okay. So then you want to check and make sure it's okay. And I am going to use my guillotine, little mini guillotine, to cut the edges. Because I want to make a straight line. So we're going to hold it down there. Yes, much better. Do the other side. And we're going to make a straight edge here. Oh, we didn't. Okay, oops, let's fix it. There we go. Oh yeah, much better. Let's do the bottom. Get off of there. Let's find our edge. And then the top. So now I'm going to show you how to do a grommet or an eyelet or whatever you call them. There we go. Okay, so there's that. It's so stinking pretty. Oh, we got a hole. Up, up. Look, see it come out. Now you might do that every now and then. So we're going to seal it back up. Sure everything's down. We had a hole. Oops. Yeah, every now and then it does that. But there's our pieces. Okay, let's see. Oh, let's see if we find any holes. That's the best way to find out if you have any holes. Do it like that. No holes, no holes, but that looks awfully dangerous there. I am going to see, because look, it's almost come apart there. I am going to see if I can't I'm going to sew along that, on the inside of that edge. I'm going to get these down. And I'm going to sew along the inside edge of that, just to make sure. Just to make sure. That's why I'd rather sew. That's why I would rather sew than use the tool. Because you know it's not gonna have a hole. Know what I mean? Oh, my insides are messing up again, you guys. I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. So, I'm going to cut it right along that edge there. So it's sewn. And I might even, you know what, I think I just take it apart and saw it. I don't even like using that tool. I just don't like it. I'd rather sew around them. I think I'm going to take this apart and do a sew one. Because I just don't like it. This one big enough. That one's not. Yes. So if I don't like it, I would much rather use my sewing machine and do this. Look. I'm gonna get our ruler down here. So we got 2 pieces here. We're going to save those. And we're going to clean these 2 pieces because they don't look like they look like they need cleaned. And oh, yuck. We are going to clean these 2 pieces so we can use them. So what's everybody else doing? Yeah. She was asking when you was coming back on with me. Kim. Okay, so we got these 2. I don't like using that silly thing. So we're going to take this. And I don't think they're big enough for it sideways. So we're going to need another one. We'll use this for something else. So we have a nice let's use this. It's not that thick. It's a thin plastic. I don't like the thin because it pokes. It pokes. You know what I mean? You can see the stuff marks on it when you close something. Clean this other sheet. You'll be back soon for sure, huh? You don't have to come on with me. Do it in your own channel if you want. If you don't want to come on with me, it wouldn't hurt me, my feelings. I mean, you know, if you wanted to do your own thing, I'd come watch you. Okay, let's get the gunk off of this. Let's make sure we can see through it. It's got some spots on it. Right there. I don't know what this stuff is. Huh. I have a whole stack of these. Oh, you guys, I'm almost done with my invoice book. Oh, you should see how many invoices I have. It's ridiculous. That came out of that book so far. I bet you it's stacked like that. It is ridiculous. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Let's cut us a piece that'll fit. Where's my paper? We are going to cut a piece this way. Fold it over. Okay. Yep. I think you should come on and do needle felting on your channel. Teach everybody how to do needle felting. Okay, we're going to sew around this. So I'm going to turn around. And I'm going to start at one side. And then we're going to turn it, do the bottom. And do the other side. now, oops. Oh, geez. Okay. Let's see. Let loose. There you go. Had to persuade it. Should get my heavy duty machine out. So there's sewn around it. And see how much neater that is? It's just so much neater than using that machine or that tool. So I'll probably end up getting rid of that tool. Because I would just rather sew around them, to be honest. Just works so much better. So then you take all your stuff that you messed up on. And we could save this one. And we just dump it in there. And then all of these that you spilled out. No, don't use your spit, because you will make them all clump together, and so you get moisture inside of there. You know what I mean? Just your oil from your skin should pick them up. Huh, I wonder what my husband's doing. I'm doing this round one next. So then you got your stuff inside there. You really don't even need that much. I kind of put too much stuff in them. You really just need a little bit. I think I overdo it. Now I'm going to sew the top part closed. And then hold on. Oh, this thread wrapped around my needle. How'd that happen? Huh. Come on. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, now let's try it. And then I'll show you how this one, I'll put a grommet in or two, because I think this would look pretty hanging from a page. I gotta clean my scissors off. They're just a mess. Okay, so we're going to trim it up. And I don't even have to check to make sure there's no hole in it, because there's no hole in it because I sewed around it. And I have no idea if you could glue around one. Have to try it. Maybe we will when we're done here. That is so cool. I love it. And you could do it with different colored thread too. That'd look awesome on there. You know, instead of white. I got white around there. I could use dark blue, navy blue. It is so pretty. Now, let's try. Get that out of the way. Let's do a grommet. Okay, so let's get our tool out. Let's get our I unplugged this thing because it's just, I'm not using it no more. Okay, let's use silver. Do you want to use these big ones or just use two silver ones like this? I think we'll just use two silver ones like this. That's silver. Or you could use colored ones. See, you could use a red or a green or a blue. I don't think I have a dark blue. Or white. But we're going to use silver today. So, oops, what am I doing? That one back. Or if you have fancy ones like I do, I have some fancy ones in here. Why are you not closing? Oh. Still not closing right. Who knows? Okay, so I want to put these two at the top. So I want to punch a hole. Make sure everything's down. Make sure everything's straight. You can move that around in there a little. I know, that's what I said. You ought to do it on your channel. Just come on and teach everybody how to needle felt. I'm going to punch a hole there. You're going to take your grommet, stick it in. And I got to move these back to where they were. Is that it? And then you're going to just put your squeeze down. There's your grommet. Then you're just going to do another hole over here. Let me squeeze this again. And find out where your other hole's going to be. Make sure everything's down. Go there. And now we can add it. I'll show you how I plan on doing it. Now, I would take my hammer and a mallet or whatever and smash those down so they don't pop up. But I'm not going to right this second. So I would take my journal. Hold on. Oops, wrong side. Take my journal, and I would punch 2 holes in the top of my page to match that. And then I take a ribbon, or a piece of ribbon or string, and tie it here, make a little bow in the front, and it would hang on the page. Now you could add, before you did your things, you could add a piece of paper behind it, like this, like I did on the other. Glue a piece of stuff down so they can write on the back of it. So it would be a hidden spot that they could write something on. But wouldn't that be pretty? I wouldn't put so much in. I get carried away, put a ton of stuff in. So, yeah. So, now I'm going to do this little round one. And we are going to use, is that on the outside or the inside? It's outside. So let's clean this off. I love this one. This is so cool. The paper clips. You don't have to put any holes in them. You just stick them in pockets. Ooh, the wind's picking up. Is it windy where you are, Kim? Guys getting storms today. Man, I watched that one last night on Ryan Hall. Wow. That thing was amazing. I watched it from its birth to giant wedge tomato that went north of us, northern Indiana. Whoa, it started in Illinois, crossed the Indiana state line. We are going to add this. We're going to add this on there. Yeah, it crossed the Indiana. I watched it from its little tiny little spot on radar to that giant wedge tornado. I watched it form. It was amazing. I've never seen it actually do that. I know, it was massive. It was massive. It's ridiculous. Did you see the damage from it this morning? I've seen some of the weather storm chasers take their drones up. One where that SUV was turned over into that pond, upside down. Houses were just gone. Foundation was there and houses were just gone. So I don't know. Were there any deaths? I don't know. I haven't watched. So I'm going to glue this on the back of there. And then, no damage here, but north of us at our cabin has 40 inches of ice. I know. Did you see all those? That hail? Oh my God. Some of the 5 and 6 inches That is ridiculous. All the cars that was something else. Just in car damage from the hail. Oh, 3 to 4 inches. Wow. That is ridiculous, the hell off of that. The storm chasers, broken windshields. One lost one of his wipers. It was ridiculous. It's not funny, but it was funny because it's just awful. Okay, we're going to stick this one. This is the one we cut open. And I'm going to stick this in here. And I'm going to sew around it. So I'll be right back. And I'm going to leave an opening. My light keeps going in and out. So I'm right behind me on my sewing machine. So I'm going to leave an opening at the top and sew around it. So I want to go slow. I don't want to go too fast. Okay, let's go. Now, oh, did you have some neighbors check? Is it okay? Do you know? Who's going to drive up there and find out? Look, okay, sewed around it. Not perfect, but let's go ahead and cut some of this off. Now, Lisa, be a little stingy with what you put in it. You don't need 10,000 pieces of stuff in it. Right? Right. Less is more. Okay. So we're going to throw this away. There's our circle so far. Now we need to decide what to put in it. So I think there's some butterflies in here, and I think that's what I want to use. I think. There is. Oh my goodness. Look. Butterflies. So I'm just going to put a few in there. Get a few out here. I'm not putting 10,000 of them in there. Okay. And then we are just going to put some couple little I don't want them hot pinks. Oh, how cute. And a couple little yellow ones. Do I want yellow of these? Do I want some yellow of those, or do I want, I don't think I have a peachy color. Multicolor. I don't think I want anything else. I think I just want those and some little tiny, some of these. Where are they? Do I have clear? Pink. I don't have clear. I don't have clear. Pink. Huh. I don't think I have any. Where are my stones? Hold on, I gotta find them. They're over here. I know they are. Hold on. My little tiny marbles. Ouch. Aha. I see them. Just need some clear ones. There we go. Found some tiny, tiny marbles in their tiny, tiny jar. Look. These are tiny marbles. And this is all we're going to do. Just put a few in there. Sew it up. Turn that around. Finish sewing her up. Okay. Oh, it's so stinking cute. What time is it? Ooh, I got it. It's so stinking cute. I love it. Okay, let's cut her off. Now, I think come on, butterflies, move around. I get some of them beads in between them. It all clumped together. There we go. It is so pretty, you guys. Look, there's little butterflies in there. Little seed beads. And I think I don't know if I want to make it into a paper clip or put a grommet in it. I think I might want to make it into a paper clip. What do you think? I love it. See, you could do any shape you wanted. I love the little butterflies in there too. It's so stinking cute. Can you guys see them? Look at them. I love it. I think I could put a little paper clip on there. Let's see. That's a big one. Let's just do it this way. Instead of covering the whole back of it. All right. Jeez, Lisa. Instead of covering the entire back, let's do it like this. There's our extra Forte glue. It's her babies. Okay, we need to put it like right there. So we're going to put glue all over this. We're going to put it. Let's do this. Like a miniature tag. Oops, gotta find the center already. The top. Okay, then you're gonna clamp it down after you wipe off the excess glue. I don't think I can get one on there. Nope, we're just gonna have to hold it down for a few minutes till it dries a little. But we have a paper clip one then. Yes, that is so cool. See, you don't need a tool. I wonder, let's try, before I leave real quick, I want to take one of these, cut it in half. Then we're going to take this glue. Hold on. To make sure it's not going to come loose here. I'm going to take this glue and see if it holds, because it holds paper on. Let's see before I leave if you can glue these two pieces together. Ooh, I spread it out really far. That's kind of cool. see if it works. Okay, so we made this one. I love these. I wish I wouldn't put so much stuff in it. And this one, I got carried away. That one. But you can make anything you want. This one would be so cool. But these are black and white letters. Oh, wrong way. Duh. See, I don't know if these would look cool in there or not. See, these are letters. I don't know. I want to do this, but I don't want the straw in there. I know, I love them too. I'm going to make more. I'm just going to leave this stuff out. Right now, I want to see if this is going to stick. With my, hold on. Let's see. Wrong one. Darn it. Oh, I just thought of something. You could put material in there. Oh my goodness. Make a shaker with material. Bring this down here. Now I have to try that later. Well, not today. Later I have to work on my rest of my invoices. I'm trying to get them done. No, that's not gonna work. Well, I'm gonna leave this sit here while I go eat supper, and I will let you know if it works. I know, a piece of material. That would be so cool. I gotta try it. You know I gotta try it. Okay, I'm gonna leave this sit, and I'll let you know whether that glue works to seal plastic together. But you would have to be very careful. So don't buy that tool. If you have a sewing machine, use your sewing machine. It's much easier. You know it's going to get sealed up, you know. You don't have to worry about it coming undone. This one's so cool too. See, I could put a piece of paper on there and they could write on. Ooh, you could even write on it and wipe it off. Wipe, you know, with the marker and then wipe it off. That'd be a cool idea too. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, you don't need this thing if you have a sewing machine. I would not buy it. I don't care for it. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. And I'll probably sell it and get rid of it because I don't like it. Okay, you guys, so I'm going to go ahead and go. And I don't feel that hot today. Plus, I'm just just don't feel that great. Okay, this stuff is making it too shiny. So thanks for showing up. I mean, yeah, I think it looks better, a lot better too, Kim. Yeah, 2 minutes. I'm heading out. You might want to buy a We Are Memory Keepers fuse tool. I got plastics in there too that go with it. Okay, I will see you all later. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, please. And I will see you Sunday, if not before. And I forget what we're doing Sunday. What are we doing Sunday? Belly bands. Yes. Ooh, I have some really cool ideas on belly bands. Okay, I'll see you guys Sunday, if not sooner. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, share it out. I appreciate you. Thanks. See you next time.